Hello, and we are back with Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Whew. It's been a hell of a day. Alright, let's see, where to begin? Guess everyone needs to take a rest. Yeah, give everyone a long rest. Let's decide what I'm gonna do here. Social's better at this protective room thing. Camouflage. Technically, the only one who's really decent with camouflage is Lan, so we'll have him work on that. Let's see. We'll have Nino work on the scrolls. Pick a spell scroll to work on. I did buy a higher level scroller's kit, so it should be possible. So we'll get scrolls of haste. We'll have her craft scrolls of haste since she's able to. Alright. She can't fail. That's the best part about it. Then for Night Watch, we don't really have anyone who can do Night Watch and Stealth very well. So here's what I'll do. I'll have Sela help out Lan with camouflage. And then I'll just try my best with the Night Watch. Hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Alright. Let's go.
Setting aside the aesthetic pleasure of beholding paintings, what practical purpose do they serve?
What makes you think that aesthetics isn't practical? Beauty commands attention and can convey ideas that would go unnoticed otherwise. And also, paintings can cover an unsightly spot on a wall.
Let me move on. Alright, there's Sela's quest right here. Let's see, in regards to the doctor's appointments, nothing particularly new. They demanded my blood and got it. And here's hoping this is the last time I need to have my blood drawn. Alright. See. We're finally here. Elon and Curl must be around here somewhere. And Jenna, too, if they gave her permission to leave. Ah, there they are.
Your food.
Thank you. Greetings, Sela. Greetings, Sela. And greetings to you, Knight Commander. Sir Elon puts his hands behind his back and bows slightly. Then he casts an inquisitive glance at you. He seems less friendly than he was the day you met at the Defender's Heart. Why are you streaming at this ungodly hour, young man? You're very late. I need to undo my belt. And hello to you too again, Atrocious. I didn't
Ungodly
ungodly hour, my butt. It's like
part of normal the stream
I
over.
well, I am over half an hour late. I give him that. But come on,
That's
not
why
that. It's not
Yeah,
that bad.
actually, you're nearly an hour
Watch you.
late.
Okay, so the doctors took their sweet time. I had to go do a few other things, and by the time I got done, here we are.
To my belt. I just saw that part.
Well, at least you enjoy threats of bodily harm done to me by people over the internet.
I won't let him actually do it to you if I'm around.
You know, the way Atrocious is able to find this out, he'll probably find some secret shadow operative that'll just come out of nowhere and do it. I'll never see it coming.
If I'm around, someone tries to beat you with a belt, I'll beat them up.
Like I walk by a statue thinking it's a normal statue. Little do we know it's one of Atrocious' henchmen. Comes out with a belt out of nowhere and says, "What I tell you." Alright, well, moving on. Continue. Jenna puts her hands on her hips. She looks even more dashing than usual. Elon is feeling a little shy. He thought he asked for help from a couple of nobodies like us. But now you've turned into the saviors of Canabras, knights of the Fifth Crusade, marked by Iomede's blessing. And you still came to help him dig through a pile of junk. Haha. Sela frowns a little. Let's not talk about it. I assure you I'm the same Sela. Your friend from the League of the Cart. And we came here to help you look for Elon's ring. By the way, where's Curl? He didn't come with us. He said an old wound was acting up. Alright, my friends. Since we're here, let's finish this mission quickly. I really don't feel comfortable bothering the Knight Commander with my personal problems. I'm glad we're here to help you, Elon. I hope everything works out perfectly for your wedding, too. I love weddings so much. They're full of joy and new beginnings. But I haven't been to any yet. Can I come? Of course, Lady Ember. Let's hope my bride doesn't run away from the bungler who managed to lose the ring he bought for her. Let's see. What does the ring look like, and where should we look for it? The last time I saw the ring, it was with my things in my traveling chest. Now the camp's in total disarray. I don't know how we'll ever find it. The ring is made of a shiny silver metal with a deep blue green jewel. You can't miss it. Master Derek is not just a jeweler, he's an artist. There's no mistaking one of his creations. A trinket worth several months' pay, Elon? The rules on the surface are insane. You should give your girls fried rats like we do. You'd save yourself a lot of trouble. Let's see, is there something wrong, Elon? Am I making you nervous? The young knight is obviously embarrassed. I apologize. Janna is right. Much has changed since we met in Canabras. Some things for the better, some not at all. He stopped short, apparently unwilling to elaborate. Alright, off we go. Jenna and I will look around the northern side. We'll see you when we find something, or when we give up trying. That's a young deer.
Is that a trap?
Oh.
It might be a trap.
Alright, let's see. Just a bunch of deer.
Over there.
And few items. Potions of mage armor. A random gold coin. Save and keep it going. Knowledge World.
This experiment has gone awry.
Torn flag with a crest you don't recognize. Whatever. Let's keep looting the place. Melted shard of a ring. This item bears a trace of lost power. It seems you found a shard of a destroyed artifact. If you find all the fragments, an artisan with enough skill could restore it for you. A small quasit demon emerges from the chest. It looks at you angrily, screwing up its ugly little face. It is holding a shiny object in its paws, a sparkling silver ring with a large blue-green jewel. It's mine, mine. I learned something yesterday, by the way. I was right. Arushale is best girl. Treat her right and she'll shift to chaotic good. Unfortunately, however, that doesn't align well with my ambitions. My condolences, I guess. Elon, look. Look at that creepy thing. What's it holding? I've seen one of those before. These small demons like to tease and bully, but it'll bolt if it senses any real threat. Let's surround it and attack all together, before it can figure out what's happening. And down they go. Mine. The quasit throws its paws in the air and splashes you with beams of color. You hear insolent giggling. The demon is jumping up and down, throwing the ring into the air and catching it. Mine, mine. Alon, Jenna. Seela glances at her friends, then turns to you. They're all right. They'll come round soon. Quickly, Mendel. Let's catch the little rascal before it runs off with the ring. No. Follow that right. She can't have gone far.
You are my favorite aide.
Oh, what? Hold on. I never assigned damn spells. God damn it. This encounter just got a lot harder. Another one of this. And we'll get 2 stone calls, because why not? Oh no. Stone call and acid arrow. I don't know if I told you I'm playing an Arcane Enforcer. I wanted to go Devil Path, but I couldn't decide on the starting alignment. So I went with Demon instead, so I could steal Nocticulus crossbow. I wasn't aware she had a crossbow. Alright, well. So, what is an Arcane Enforcer? Are you just talking about the Arcane Archer, or what? Because I honestly do not recall.
Let us press on.
I'm always open to ideas. Yes.
There's beauty hidden in the darkest of places. Too bad no one can see it there.
Power up you, power up Sela, power up Mendel. And then cast Protection from Evil Communal.
Together we stand.
You cast this.
We will win this war.
You cast Veil of Heaven.
Trust in yourself.
You cast Mage Armor on yourself. Does Mage Armor work for... I think Mage Armor will work for land too. And then
I will not falter.
you cast Divine Favor.
Lend you my aid.
You cast Divine Favor. And Sela, get on the horse.
We march ahead. Can't hide from me.
Loot. Arcane Enforcer is a Slayer archetype that loses a few talents to gain arcane exploits. It's similar, it's limited magic, but it's better than cantrips, and depending on what I pick can get me some nice places early in the game. Can teleport 30 feet at level 1.
Our path leads on.
That is impressive. Oh, there's the closet. Mine, ring is mine. You can't catch me, silly weak Azamar.
I will guide us.
The hell I can't. You literally move too slow.
Are we ready to move out?
Just to humor this. Let's see, we got Hat of Heartening Song. More loot. Alright, let's chase after the Quasit again. Okay. Skill that will become obsolete when I become a demon, I will admit. Wait, demons get the ability to teleport? What's going on? Oh, Sela can't be on the mount, so it was glitching out. Cutscenes. Bah. Before Elon manages to get the Quasit, the halfling Curl appears right next to it. Quite out of nowhere, he snatches the ring from the demon's paws. You mustn't get it. Curl, what are you? Yes, demons just gain the ability to teleport. Thrusting herself between Elon and Curl, Sela barely manages to absorb the blow aimed at the halfling. Elon, stop! Have you gone mad? He's using a summon spell. Why did you stop?
I won't let you
Do you
hit my
want both of these?
friends.
Some lovely prey. Hey, he's just stepped into my trap. Oh, Elon, Sela, help. Damn it, I didn't sign up for this. And she runs off. Get ready, we're on our own now. Alright, what was that?
Do you want both of them?
Yeah. If you want one, go nuts.
No, I just want to wash the plates now.
No worries. Alright, now, if I remember right, Sacred Scourge, yeah, I do have an ability I can use. That's really great here. see. Seele used Smite Evil on the Babao. Let's see. Let's see now. How long is the... Oh, 25 seconds? Alright. Just beat him to death. Let's see, there's one demon here. Seele, chase after the one over here. There you go. Combining the fear effect on top of having allies that have quick move speed is almost a guaranteed attacks of opportunity. At least when it's in real time strat. Alright, Elan, what were you doing? You nearly cut down Curl, without a second thought, without a trial, without even knowing if he was responsible for all of this. He might be a victim himself. What am I doing? He lured us into a trap. Curl was the only one who knew where we were going. He knew we thought there wouldn't be anyone at the camp besides some small harmless demons, so he set a trap. I wouldn't be surprised if his demon masters had him targeting the commander from the start. Talk about believing in the redemption of scoundrels. Elan scoffs. I might reduce the difficulty of my run. Daring difficulty makes it take too long for foes to be taken down. I mean, yeah, that's actually a problem I have with a lot of RPGs. Well, actually a lot of games in general. When you raise the difficulty, it doesn't make it to where, there's additional abilities or strategies that the enemy uses. They just give them more HP and make them do more damage. Outside of that, that's usually it when difficulty is raised. I mean, I guess Wrath of the Righteous does add a few more enemies and give enemies the ability to use new additional spells. So, raising the difficulty in Pathfinder Kingmaker and Wrath of the Righteous does make a difference. But in general, raising the difficulty just makes the gameplay take longer, not necessarily harder. Alright, we barely know anything about what happened. Curl is a good lad. He's not a spy or a murderer. Maybe they threatened him, tricked him, or even bewitched him with demon magic. And now we'll never know because you let him escape. Better to let a thief escape than cut down an innocent. And then I take the good route. Elan, think. Seele was defending someone she thought was her friend, and she stopped you from doing something you might regret. I don't need a shepherd to light my path and save me from regrets. Can you say the same, Seele? Or you, Commander? You clearly have something to say. Go ahead, then. Spit it out. Seele, I didn't want to say this, but I think of you as my friend, so I'm going to warn you. After what happened at the Grey Garrison, you're in serious danger. And maybe not just you. You might like to ignore military hierarchy and the rules of knightly orders, but there's wisdom in them that has stood the test of time. A soldier rises from a private to an officer. A knight begins as a squire. Even Iomede's paladins gain their abilities gradually, but not with you and the commander. You were granted incredible powers, far surpassing seasoned paladins with experience and skill far beyond your years. You received this gift at just the right moment, and saved a lot of lives across Mendev. That's a great deed that will be remembered for ages to come. But what happened next was wrong. They began to worship you. The Queen gave you such vast power, all while you sidestepped everything. Training, experience, hardship. This is not the first time. Her Majesty has behaved rashly. And how much good has this brought Mendev? I'm frightened by what I see, especially by the way that you, Sela, trust people so easily and leap into adventures without looking. One day you'll lower your sword when you should have driven the blade home, just like thousands of bright-eyed youngsters will after you. Elon pauses, as if reluctant to continue, then looks you in the eye. I wanted to tell you the same thing, Commander. Oh, hold on, what? I mean, I nearly got wiped by Holrun's party before I had to use my divine intervention.
Can I?
Alright, let's see. And I'm not lawful or KI, so I won't answer either of these. Let's see. What's the point of dwelling on things we can't change? I have this power and I'll use it as I see fit. Forgive my bluntness, Commander. I said it to Sela and I'll say it again. This wasn't a reproach but a warning. The power you've been given, it may be your undoing, and the undoing of all the Crusaders along with you. Don't be afraid of what's new and unknown. We just need to bear in mind our responsibilities. Whatever was given to us, we can use it for good. In any case, forgive me for wasting your time, and subjecting you to danger here. Now at least we know that Curl is a traitor, and Janna is a coward ready to abandon her friends when the going gets rough. I hope we'll all learn a lesson from these mistakes. As for that blasted ring, to hell with it. Kiana won't love me solely for the gifts I bring her. Elon makes no attempt to conceal his disappointment. Nodding goodbye, he lowers his head and walks away. Sela watches as he leaves. Her expressive eyes are filled with sadness. Everything's become very complicated all of a sudden. Please, Mendel, let's go back. And I'd like to talk to you about it later. I have a lot to think about. Alright. And that's that. When you say divine intervention, I'm assuming you're talking about loading the game.
I will help where I can.
Use usable items, trickery with the signet of House Vesperella. Alright. Can only fail on that one.
This was simple enough.
There we go. This tent is different from the rest. There's a strong burnt smell around it, and a rustling sound coming from within. The tent has been cut open from the inside. The knights apparently left in a hurry. Nope. Use my kill button. Kill button? What the hell you mean? You just have a really good ability.
You're so awesome, lad.
Oh, magic shield. What do we got? Divine Protector. Fancy +2 Mithril shield. Let's see here. So we got 2 +2 Mithril. No, that's a +1. What does this do? +2 grants the damage reduction 5 magic. Alright. Put it on you, and you wear this. Alright, good. I don't know what you mean by a kill button. Like, you just have a cheating button that just instantly kills enemies. All enemies on screen. I saw something like that in a mod before. What was it? I think it was called Mugen. It was a fighting game mod. Whatever. Let's get moving. Oh, sure. Grab the gold ring. And now let's go. Let's have the army make some progress here. The enemies are retreating. Pursue them and fight? Let them flee. What the hell? No, I didn't mean to click that. That's new, right? I have a button assigned to the kill all enemies command of my cheat engine. Oh. I accidentally hit, I hit the escape key, not accidentally, really. And suddenly it just hit, oh, there you go. So again, I'm gonna take the as good can be approach, so I'm gonna try to show as much mercy to the enemies as possible. Let them flee. Accept. Okay. Ranger, Wizard are the three classes of the generals. Alright. You can avoid battle. I sense you'll be using that a lot. Mendel the Soft has stricken again. Whatever. Having defeated. I heard that. I didn't avoid. I defeated them. Accepting surrender is still a victory. Right. Having defeated a band of cultists who had driven the captives from Canabris and made the ruins of Vala's Gift their temporary base, the commander's army celebrates its first triumph. Unfortunately, the demon worshippers have killed all the citizens and gathered their belongings into a huge pile in the middle of the camp. Well, that is unfortunate. General unsolved. And again, let them flee. Except, see that? This new victory has brought you more finance points, which can be used to strengthen the army. Yeah, okay. The Crusaders stumbled upon a group of ragged and exhausted scouts. They had set out on a patrol mission deep into the world wound, but then, when Canabris was attacked, they found themselves cut off and surrounded by demons. Surviving in such hostile conditions was not easy, but the scouts' spirits remained high, and they readily joined the commander's forces. Having defeated the enemy, the Crusaders scatter across the battlefield in search of trophies. The officers keep an eye on the process so that all the valuable trophies go to the treasury and do not end up in the pockets of lucky soldiers. Alright. So you guys go over here. There we go. This is so against the teachings of Saint Conan. Again, I don't... This character does not serve Gorm, he serves Sarenrae, so... This is totally in line for that. Oh, look at that. Let them flee. Oh, it's just a bunch of bugs. Whatever. Crusade morale goes up. Man, see, this is the power of being good. If you show mercy to all your enemies, it's just smooth sailing. The site of an old battle between the Crusaders and the demons is still strewn with thousands of corpses. The stench of death hangs thick in the air while the survivors lurch around the battlefield looting whatever they can. The dead, after all, won't need their trinkets and keepsakes anytime soon. Yup. It's all for the greater good. Let's see. Oh, ran out of movement. Can't go any further. Actually, out of curiosity, can I recruit more right now? I guess I can. Sure, why not? Alright. And on we go. Oh, okay, everybody's exhausted, so take a rest. Again, rest.
I don't know how I lived without beer up till now. Beer alone was worth coming up to the surface for.
And you still haven't tried good wine.
Terrible. Alright, keep going. I'll explore over here. The Nightingale Grove. Oh wait, there's someone on the road. Get ready. What's the worst that could happen? Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentations of their women. That doesn't really work in a fight against demonic forces. Those are the true teachings of the man of men of the men. It is not the way. It is not the way. It is not the way of the righteous. All right. Through the mist, you spot the flickering flames of a campfire. 3 figures wrapped in crusader cloaks are huddled next to it. Might makes the righteous. Then I'm right to do what I did. Alright, 3 crusader cloaks are huddled right next to it. A stout, smiling dwarf, a brash, dark-haired halfling, and a delicate-looking woman who appears to be very young. The crackling campfire is driving away the bleak fog, and promising warmth and rest for tired legs. Noticing you, the halfling's hand jerks toward his weapon, but then he relaxes. Hey, it's the commander himself. Don't just stand there, have a seat by the fire. It's a bit damp today. You might as well dry off at least. In an amicable gesture, he passes you a large mug that smells of freshly brewed tea. Who are you? Knowledge World 24. I need a 10. What are the odds? That I'd fail? Pretty damn high. Frontline scouting party. Our senior sent us ahead to look for ambushes. We've been walking all day, so we're making a bivouac. Go ahead, help yourself to some tea. It's an honor for us to be sharing a campfire with the commander. The dusty boots, the patched cloaks, and the mess kits lying next to the campfire all mark these 3 as seasoned scouts. A broad smile blossoms on Sila's face. I never thought we'd run into such jovial company out here. I don't suppose you guys have anything stronger than tea in your canteens? Catching the halfling's conspiratorial look, she smiles even brighter. Your lucky charm has ceased to work. It was bound to happen. Can't win forever. Alright, what are your names? Proudly lifting his chin, which bears a white scar, the halfling says, I'm Sergeant Velm, the leader of this gang of daredevils. You can tell by Velm's appearance that he's a fighter. He sports a nose that's been broken more than once. Well-fitted gear, a gutsy spark in the eyes, all the hallmarks of a feisty, courageous warrior. The dwarf grunts and grins. Why would you call our heroic squad a gang, Velm? I am Tran, foot soldier, cook, quartermaster, and the mother hen of this lot. And the one who sets up the tent for Asti, given that she doesn't even have the muscle to drive a stake into the ground. With a smirk, Tran glances at the woman who immediately turns red in the face. A sweet and terribly young cleric opens her mouth to say something, but shuts it immediately and blushes even more. Finally, she mutters sheepishly, I'm Asti, at your service, Commander. Alright. Look around to make sure this place is safe. Yeah, we got that one. The location for the camp was chosen wisely. It's safe and quiet here. No tracks in sight, the air is calm, but an odd feeling of wrongness lances through you like a sting from an angry wasp. Something isn't right. It's quiet here, all right, as the grave. I don't know why, but I don't like the feel of this place. It makes my scales stand on end. Aren't you scared camped out here in enemy territory? The dwarf gives you a disapproving sidelong glance. You wound me, Commander. I've walked many roads. I know a good spot for a camp when I see one. Even if a whole column of cultists marched by, they wouldn't think of checking this place. In the meantime, we would watch quietly and count every last one. Thoroughly embarrassed, Asti adopts a serious tone and comments in Tran's direction. You and your boasting. Her two comrades greet her remark with a burst of laughter. Alright, well, nothing seems too wrong here, and I should believe in the goodness of others. Sit by the campfire. Well, since you're offering... How goes it? You bet we're offering. The halfling moves with such deftness that you barely notice the warm mug of tea that appears in your hands. The tea's fragrance is gorgeous. Where did you, Lore Nature 24, where did you get such extraordinary tea? Need a 12 or higher for this. I failed. Again, got a 3. Alright. I can tell the commander knows more about cooking than some. Tran leans over to you and says weightily, "It's Cass Holly. I bought it from a merchant from Absalom, worth every coin, though, eh?" Druids are not always particularly imaginative when it comes to naming plants. Frog's grass, bear's moss, tiger's sundew. Looks like there's a cat's holly as well. Alright, take a sip of the enchantingly fragrant tea. From the very first sip, you feel sweet warmth spread through your body. The drink drives away the chill in your bones. Blessed silence, which every soldier knows to treasure, settles in your mind. Asti stutters as her gaze drifts away. "Commander, if you don't mind, I could heal your wounds and maybe cast a fortifying spell?" Asti, when speaking to the commander, remember to breathe. You'll choke at this rate. Let's see, it's Perception 23. You three really seem to have pretty good banter. Asti, her face's deep red, shoots Tran a furious look and flashes him a surprisingly nasty expression. For a moment, her mouth appears as though it's filled with sharp teeth, and her blushing skin is nothing more than a layer of powder caked over lifeless gray skin underneath. But you blink and the illusion is gone. Let's see. 8. Okay. You said it, Commander. I'd like to see the joker who put it in Tran's head that he could woo ladies like that. The fairer sex just love men with a good sense of humor, don't they, Tran? Velm's comment makes Tran blush in turn. Alright. I would appreciate your magical assistance, Asti. Can I die from this? Alright. Let's. Asti's magic expels the pain of the long walk from your legs, and your recent wounds cease to ache. Your chest expands freely, and your arms feel full of unyielding strength that could crush any obstacle. The warmth of the magic suffuses through your shoulders, envelops your throat, and wraps itself around you, softly but firmly. Its caress grows stronger and stronger, tighter and tighter, until you can't breathe. Your recently healed wounds reopen, soaking your clothes with blood. Poisonous foam bubbles in your stomach, and, retching painfully, you vomit up the vile liquid you've been given. The figures by the fire ripple and transform. 3 gray-haired and dark-skinned elves watch you with mocking sneers. Their twisted, grimacing faces look demonic. From the haze, more previously unseen shadows materialize, and they are all just as loathsome and unsettling. The campfire emits a sickly sweet and intoxicating smell, and in the squat kettle you see some slimy mushrooms swimming in a disgusting boiling slurry. Who are you? The one who was pretending to be the halfling Velm makes a face, mimicking you in an obnoxious voice. Who are you? We are servants of Lord Descari, and you are the pitiful insect that got caught in our web. The elf who is masquerading as the cleric Asti gives you a lecherous smile, enthusiastically dragging her tongue along the blade of her dagger. Did you like sweet little Asti? Did you want to play with her in your tent? You monsters! Sela looks at those who appeared to be trusted allies a moment ago with open disgust. How did I not see you for what you are right from the start? Dumb paladin. You really think your ability to sense evil can't be fooled? Lady Anamora taught us long ago how to trick the likes of you. What was the point of this charade? Lady Anamora desires your head, and will gladly deliver it. The elf whose voice as Tran was so convincing lets out a repulsive snicker. Did you see that? Isn't that proof that being good ends up in needless trouble? Nonsense. Attack. You think I'm at your mercy? We'll see who the real prey is. I love it when prey tries to fight back.
Yet another obstacle.
Alright, what do I got? Curse of Weakness. A -6 penalty to Dex and Strength. I'll be fine. Dex and Strength isn't my other stats, so I just cast some spells. Alright, you know what? Cast Magic Missile on... Alright, cast it on... Oh, Drow Magus. Blow him... Oh wait, no, even better. If I can cast Magic Missile, I should probably do that. And then... Man, that hasted horse and paladin are really getting work done. Shit. What? So, yeah, no, I don't see the trouble. To crush enemies, see them driven before tissues of the women. That is the way. Nah. Try all the tricks in the book if you want. It won't get anything done. The only true victory is to join the forces of good. This is what you see. This, all these enemies laid out, dead. That's what being evil gets you. It made it out to look like the bows were magical. I guess they're just masterwork. It's whatever.
Let us press on. Something over there. The goddess protects us.
There we go. Everyone's right as rain. Yep. Just checking the horse. You know what? When I finish the game, I'm gonna record my ascension to godhood. Will make you watch my eternal reward for relishing in my evil ways. Nonsense. Being good is where it's at. Well, apparently they get tired pretty easy. Hold on, before I go on, let's have the army make their moves. Uh-oh, I gotta fight these guys. They wouldn't accept a kind surrender. Uh-oh. Actually, hold on. Load. Before I even do that, I've already killed him, but nothing can stop me now. Won't your conscience come back to haunt you, though? You'll regret your evil deeds. Come back to the light. No, it's not fair. You've chosen your path. Yes, I know how tournament combat works. This will be a little harder than I would like it to be. Admittedly. Very hard. What the hell? I am the light. How do you figure you did evil things? How are you the light when you do evil so readily? Go south. Yeah, we are going to try to do our best to like single target blast these down. If we can't, that sucks, but still, should try. Nope. Alright, heal self and then attack. once again try to blast them down. Not to tell you what to do, but if you don't want to lose manpower here, you should be healing those guys. The problem is I can only heal so much in a single turn. See? The heals are all gone. I would listen to you if the ability to do so was there, but it's not. Whew. That sucks. I lost almost everything. In this case, I'm gonna... And in the one case, I'm actually going to let these losses stick. As regrettable as it is. Yeah, I just noticed you don't have a healing spell in this channel yet. Yeah, the key word is yet, but still, I don't have it. After driving away a swarm of demonic flies, the Crusaders discovered the remnants of an unfortunate group of Mendevian knights. Their leader had a baldric with an emblem recognized by one of the soldiers. It was the crest of the infamous fallen knight, Melander Lens. It has quite the story behind that. The general has leveled up and still did not gain the ability to heal, which is quite unfortunate. Alright, we'll just grab Bless. Alright. Keep going. Do you know that battle was optional? Yes, I do. Let them flee. Again, another victory. No losses. The choice was made. I mean, honestly, this does speed up a lot of the whole Crusader part of the game. As opposed to sitting back and having to constantly do the whole, like, you know, the little Might and Magic-esque battles. Location, yeah, I know, the camp relocation happened. A Crusader unit advancing north encountered a cultist band and eliminated it. The servants of the Abyss had been transporting prisoners of war to Dresden. The remains of the garrisons from Villareth Ford, which had been captured by the demons. Exhausted and wounded, the warriors adamantly refused to depart for the relative safety of Canabras, and instead asked to join the commander's forces. You've got to be kidding me. What? A squad of Crusaders was caught in a sudden storm from the west. It lasted only a few minutes, but the unnatural lightning made up of electricity, flames, acid, and ice left several soldiers dead. The ease with which the forces of nature brutally claimed the lives of the Crusaders or of their comrades has demoralized the Crusaders. Okay. Capture the Villareth Fort outpost. Done. The outpost of Villareth Fort, which straddles the West Sullen crossing and is of strategic importance, has been taken. The cultists are destroyed, quote unquote, and the commander's army is able to operate on both sides of the river. Oh, wow, I do gain experience points for what I'm doing for that. Alright, cool. So there is absolutely no penalty to showing mercy to the enemy like that. Master of Maneuver 2. There we go. Isn't this great? The ways of mercy just constantly being forgiven and rewarded. Alright, let's see if I can... Okay, nope, wrong way. There we go. There. Alright. We'll head on up as soon as able. Alright. Save. Save. And we go back to this crew. Which they were about to take their long rest to try to get over their fatigue. I must meet with the storyteller again, but first I need to determine my primary research aim, to ask for his assistance in examining the artifacts I have found, or to examine him as an artifact in himself. If anyone's going to be studied, it'll be you. I bet he's never seen the likes of you before. Even though they made this part of the game so much easier, I'm still not gonna do it. I'm gonna cheat my way to God. Unbelievable. This feels like a cheat in and of itself. How do you think you're not cheating your way to Godhood? Alright, let's go to the Nightingale Grove. Alright. And in here, get your hands off that. It's mine. Yours. Well, watch me. Wait, someone's here. Run. Nobody's running. Draw your weapons and fight, you cowards, or I'll cut you down myself.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
This is not my time yet. This was unexpected.
Alright. Marauder leader's done. Death by cloak. Blood clarity. Alright. All in all, not a bad haul. Read the recipe, and I could, I kind of don't want to though. I guess I'll wear this just because it's essentially a +2 cloak though. that. This one, chain shirt. Right, you can use that. Play the vigor. No, he's already got +2 breastplate. Everyone else gets actually any benefit from this. Alright, never mind. I guess we're done. I mean, like, sorting through the new gear anyway. We'll loot everything here and move on. The Noble Crusader.
Godspeed. Let us press on.
Alright, that's it.
We'll make things right.
I will lend you my aid.
Heal everybody up. And again.
Soot is restless. I wonder why.
Heal up. Heal up.
Yes.
There. And we're done. And they're tired again already. Man, I swear, they get fatigued way too easy in this party. Begin rest. See, I'd like to bring you to a temple of Shelyn one day to make you understand that we accept everyone. And do you think after I'm chased out of the temple by glaive-wielding clerics, we'll just laugh it off as a misunderstanding and go and drink some tea? Well, set that to the side. Alright. I could continue on with the ease of the crusade now. Let them flee. Except, alright, the crusaders duly punished a group of mercenaries who had become enticed by demonic gold and turned their blades against their former allies. Those who reject the blessing of the benevolent gods and succumb to the temptation of sin deserve death. And death they got. Damn. Justice has been served, and the clerics feel that the gods are satisfied with this outcome. If I accepted their surrender. It's a little dark. Oh, okay. If the army strength is 2 or higher, then it's not an auto surrender. Alright. At least there's that. Yes, general's actions. Naturally, we gotta kill the archers first. There we go. Then we gun down, I guess, well, no, the fighters can't apparently move that fast, so we'll gun down the footmen. More of the footmen. Move up. Let's see. Evil units. Are they evil? Lawful good. Footmen are lawful good. Cultist fighters are chaotic evil. Alright. And, there you have it. Alright, let's see. Try to finish off the footmen. Or at least do a lot more damage to them. And finish off footmen. And now finish off the cultist fighters. Done. Still no losses. Well done. The traitors who defected to the enemy's side at Canabris are dead. Neurosian expresses its deepest gratitude to the commander. Alright. Done deal. Alright, we are going to call it with... yeah, we're going to call it now... Actually, wait. What time is it? No, never mind. I'll keep this going a little longer. There's a reason for that. I'm actually trying to stay consistent with at least streaming for 2 hours per game. At least with RPGs. We'll blast down the elementals. Shoot down the fire elementals. Really shoot down the fire elementals. Okay. We'll start shooting down, I guess, the water elementals. I think they have like this AoE ability that's really freaking brutal. Okay. Shoot down the water elementals. There we go. Done. Shoot. Smack him. Smack the rock. Alright. And then Scorching Ray this down. There. Done deal. After pacifying the elementals, the soldiers found the remains of a cultist sorcerer in the middle of a broken summoning circle. Despite his apparently outstanding magical power, he was unable to control the raging spirits he had brought into existence. His stiff fingers were still clenching the horrendous flail he used as a weapon. Tyranny of mind. And a love wallet. Alright, so what do we got? Oh, finally, cure wounds. Thank goodness. That's adds an essential spell. Okay, that's it for you. On back to you. Go back to I guess Conundrum Unsolved. It's one of the places to go. But we can ignore that for now. Begin rest.
Nanio, why are you trying to calculate the speed of a crowd of peasants chasing after a thief who stole a goose and 2 apples? Who needs to know that? Oh, it is very important information. If I had known it at the beginning of the experiment, I would have abandoned the heavy goose right away.
A unit of mercenaries serving Horgus Worm has reached the troops with a chest full of gold coins and a message from Sir Horgus to score more victories. Accept. Sweet. Okay. I could go to the Conundrum Unsolved. But it's a puzzle. Those take a while. I'll do the puzzle. I'll do the puzzle literally when I'm not streaming, because it's just boring. Nobody wants to see that. Let's see. There's someone on the road. Get ready. Should be Jaeger. Okay. Commander, we caught a suspicious lad on the road. He says he's an ally, and he's desperate to talk to you. Who knows who he really is? The young man before you is trembling from his wounds and exhaustion. His boots are in tatters, and if he had any weapons or armor, he shed them along the way. His clothes are torn, and his hair is wet, like he recently swam across a river. Blood oozes from the wounds on his chest and shoulders, and his skin is cracked and inflamed from the acrid water of the whirlwind. Commander, the man breathes heavily, and the words emerge as a whisper from his dry throat. My squad ambushed beyond the river. Help. Give our guest some water and something for his wounds. The knight's wounds heal with the help of a magic potion. Taking a gulp of water, he catches his breath, snaps to attention, and begins again. Jaeger Andkill, Hell Knight of the Order of the Godclaw, under the command of Paralictor Regil Duringe. Our squad is under attack by demons far surpassing our number. Without your assistance, we are lost. Hell Knight. They supported the Crusaders more than once in our battle against the demons, despite their Erebeth Cringe's questionable reputation. We cannot abandon our allies in trouble. If they really are our allies, then of course, it's just... Anivia looks Jaeger over closely from head to toe. I kinda think this isn't a knight at all. A real Hell Knight would be skinned alive for losing his infamous black armor. What we see here is a stranger without rank or insignia, who wants us to march to God knows where. Kinda smells like a trap to me. Yeager, who is attacking you? And why can't you handle them on your own? Large creatures that attack from the air. Some are fighters, others are, at a guess, clerics with dangerous divine magic. They look like like stone come to life. I am almost certain they are gargoyles. They fell upon us from the sky while we were setting up camp and at our most vulnerable. They caught our forces at partial strength. The Paralictor had to dispatch some of our troops as scouting teams. The flying beasts didn't fight us. They just fell on us from the sky, grabbed our fighters, and either took them somewhere or threw them to their deaths. We were unprepared for that. Where's your squat now? Not far from here, beyond the river. It's not far for a single fighter who abandoned his armor and weapons. But we can't get across the river so easily. We'll have to take a detour. Even if we can save anyone, it will seriously delay our offensive on Dresden, and will give the enemy a chance to prepare. Give me one reason. No, I'm not going to ask him for a reason. What do my companions think? Your companions look at their guests suspiciously. Hell Knights. With allies like them, we've no need for enemies. If it suited them, they'd abandon us to the demons without a second thought. But we're not like them, are we? We have to save them. Looks like a trap to me. But even if he isn't lying, Dresden is our goal. If our offensive is delayed, we won't get another chance to retake the city. The Hell Knights are heartless executioners. Saving people from the claws of demons is a good cause in itself, but these people are doing everything they can to become just like the devils. Shellen, forgive me, but I fear we should leave the Hell Knights to their fate and continue our offensive on Dresden. Do you recall Prelate Holrun? Well, picture an entire army of soldiers just like him. Do we need allies like that? If they die, I shan't shed a tear. We should help them, but only if they join our forces in return. We could use some fresh blood. Hell Knights? No! Not for all the gold in the world. Don't you know what kind of people they are? One minute you're just going about your business, the next you're locked in the stocks and there's a butcher in black armor standing in front of you. I don't know who these knights are, but if there are people suffering out there, then of course we have to help. It's what we came here to do, isn't it? The crow on her shoulder croaks resolutely, supporting her words. Huh? What? Ninyo blinks a few times, baffled. This question has no scientific significance. What's interesting is how the water in the river poisoned the world wound will affect this boy. With your permission, I'd like to examine him, or his corpse, in a few days' time. Okay. Been contemplating possibly joining the Hell Knights myself. We'll take the risk and try to help them. Thank you, Commander. Our forces are here. The knight points out the location on your map. The situation is critical. Please send your reinforcements as soon as possible. I will go ahead and meet you there. Let's see. Oh, who's this? Messenger. A message for the commander. A knight in simple armor lowers his voice. I'm the Queen's bodyguard. She sent me to tell you she's arrived at Camp Incognito, as planned. You can find her where the minor knightly orders are camped. Come if you wish to speak with her. Alright. Tell Her Majesty I will come at once. Certainly. Where is that?
We march ahead.
Down. Queen's bodyguard. Queen's bodyguard. Feels good to be on a crusade again. Nice. Queen Galfrey. Queen Galfrey nods to you cordially. Her armor is plain and adorned. As promised, I entered the ranks incognito, along with a few bodyguards. I have introduced myself as Katrain, an old friend of yours. I am a knight of a minor order, the Green Crows. We shall see how long it takes Anivia to sniff me out, the Queen chuckles. Why did you decide to join the crusade after all? Because I have a curious mind and I am quite unable to sit and do nothing for long. The Queen smiles but then grows serious. You ask a difficult question. I must remain as safe as possible. My death or abduction would sow chaos among our forces. However, I am not only a queen, I am also a paladin of Iomedae. It is not in my nature to sit in a palace with my sword sheathed. In a manner of speaking, your request was simply a convenient excuse for me to be where I belong, crusading against the demon hordes. Besides, I am curious to see my new knight commander in action. I have a question for you as well. Why did you wish me to join you on the crusade? Your presence will boost the soldiers' morale. I'm glad to have the glorious Crusader Queen at my side. To know you better, surely you know how intriguing you are. Is it fair for you to send us to our deaths while you stay safe in the castle? What do I say? What does Mendel say? I'm not sure which would just be the good thing to say. So I'll just flirt. I wanted to know you better. Surely you know how intriguing you are. Enough, Commander. The Queen scoffs within a smile. Everything that could possibly be known about me has been written in the chronicles and notarized. I ask you a personal question. I've learned so much about Queen Galfrey from chronicles and legends, but what about the other Queen Galfrey, the one that the historians and bards cannot see? The Queen smiles faintly. That Galfrey is an old woman weighed down by a great burden, but she has not lost her passion, and she will make the feathers fly when the time comes. See. Nothing. Let's see. Mendev is lucky to have such a queen, and I am twice as lucky, for she has agreed to fight by my side. Sure. That one. You gonna romance Galfrey again? You've been there. You've done that. No, I'm not gonna go all the way. Mendev is lucky to have such a queen, and I am twice as lucky, for she has agreed to fight by my side. Galfrey arches an eyebrow. Strange, you say. Agreed to fight by my side, but what I hear is agreed to go on a date with me. Yeah. Do you really think that you are the first person to attempt to charm me with such words? You are not. If you want to impress me, you'll need to do better than that. I am not going to. Alright. How does it feel living for so long beyond all natural limits? You're over 100 years old, my queen, aren't you? I shall answer thus. The decision to prolong my life was not mine. It was the decision of the Church of Iomade. The Sun Orchid elixirs have been paid for by the Church. The priest determined that I was needed in these dark times, both as a ruler and as a chosen paladin of Iomade. I accepted their decision and the great responsibility it entails. Why did you entrust me with Daerin? The queen smiles. I saw such a wonderful opportunity to teach the Count a lesson and just couldn't resist. Honestly, I expected you to dismiss him forthwith. The Count would have been forced to return to court a laughingstock. It would have been a truly sobering experience. There is nothing more disgraceful for a Mendevian nobleman than to be discharged like that. Watch as Mendel the Soft woos the queen even though his player says he won't do it. I'm not going to. Stop it. At least you didn't make that into an announcement. Alright. Daerin Orende. The queen shakes her head. He was such a lovely child. His mother, Lady Selena, was one of the most gracious people I have ever met. She was amiable yet decorous, and truly kind. Bonds of kinship among the nobility are on the whole highly practical and only useful for forming alliances, but Countess Orende managed to become a true member of my family. I suppose that is why I spent so much time believing her son to be a better person than he actually was. His company is a heavy burden. Still, I must admit that I am quite pleased that you decided to keep him on as a companion. There is a small chance that once he has had a true taste of the crusade life, the Count will finally cease to mock the Crusaders as cynically as he is wont to do. You've given an army and the title of Knight Commander to a stranger. Why? Huh? Wait, what did you say? You know, I actually forgot I had that function. Oh, come on, dude. Whatever. Alright. Why give it to a stranger? Alright, because for 100 years I have protected my lands, trying to drive the demon horde back into the abyss. I have tried every right and rational method. The queen affords herself a brief grim smirk. My armies have been led by the greatest generals, even Iomede's angels. My goddess's herald created the ward stones for us. We have tasted victory more than once, but we have failed to close the world run. By the way, how was your game yesterday? Oh, right. Well, let's see. I'll tell you after I'm done talking to Queen Galfrey. That's gonna be a story. As for you, do not call yourself a stranger. You are the savior of Canabras. Hundreds of its people saw the power that descended upon you and turned the demons to dust. It's the sign they've awaited for decades. A sign for all loyal hearts and followers of Iomade. The time has come. Hope has been rekindled in the hearts of my subjects thanks to you. Hope is a priceless resource. I had no choice but to give it wings. You called it the sign they've been waiting for. I take it you are reserving judgment? Your question seems to catch the queen off balance. A strange spark flashes in her eyes. When Eredin perished and Iomade took over his legacy, I was among the first to serve the new goddess. I helped restore her church from the ashes left by the chaos after Eredin's death. Since then, I have served the inheritor loyally and truthfully. I like to believe that I have earned the blessing of my goddess. The queen's voice is surprisingly ardent. After I learned of what happened in Canabras, when I met you at the Defender's Heart, I had so many questions. Is it true that what happened was Iomede's work? Why did she give this power to someone unknown rather than one of her most loyal followers? Could it be that my faith has grown weak and I don't recognize the deeds of my goddess even when they are happening right in front of me? Is the goddess somehow testing me? Those doubts were like poison. But I refused to let them poison me. The queen finishes strongly. I gave you an army, declared you knight commander, and accepted you as I would anyone chosen by the goddess. I must go. Don't forget, here I am, Katran the knight. Okay. Done talking to Queen Iomedae. To answer your question, Trosius, the game on Saturday, the morning game occurred without a hitch, more or less. I'm sorry, Thursday. The morning game, anyway. The morning game is ran by one of the other players who's trying something weird with a whole level 0 thing, where it's really hard to get to level 1. But upon surviving level 1, getting to level 1, characters get bonus abilities based on how they're playing. Essentially, you just make shit up and he starts going along with it. So it's easy to break the game. Well, eventually it's easy to break the game. At first, it's the hardest shit. The second game, the evening game, the one I'm running though, it was canceled. Essentially, the players had to, one player had to call off. We had too few players to get anywhere, and so we had to call it. However, on the upside, there are 2 people that have asked to join the game next week and the week after. So there's so no game today or no game yesterday, but that I'm running, but next week possibly a few more players. Time will tell. And that's it. It's very anticlimactic. And tell you how the level 0 fiasco went, but hey. Like, let me know if you want to hear about it. I talked to Socio. Afternoon, how can I help you? Oh, wait. Nope. Nothing new. Alright. So, no talking to Socio. And so we move on to talk to Sela. Where is she? There she is. Sela looks sad and pensive. It's good to see you. Get this. Janna, the one who ran away when we were attacked by demons, never went back to her unit. She was seen running toward Numeria. Looks like she deserted. Wait, what? Curious to hear what those new players will be playing. God bless them if they play anything beyond human. Oh, ha ha. Nothing wrong with playing human. Alright. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about. Or not the only thing. Since our raid on the Houndheart's camp, I've had this sinking feeling that I made a mistake. Dragging you into this, I mean. I should have known that a raid along the edge of the world wouldn't be so easy. But mostly, I was wrong about a lot of people. About Janna, who lost her nerve and abandoned her friends. About Curl, I knew he was a thief, but I really thought he'd turned over a new leaf and deserved a little compassion and trust. And Elon, I thought we were kindred spirits, friends through thick and thin, but it looks like I was wrong about him too. Sela looks at you closely, waiting for an answer. Naturally, as the good person we are, we're gonna go good. Humans can't be trusted. The proof lies in the Lord of the Rings. Which one? Didn't one of the humans show that they could be trusted? Huh. Don't lose your... Actually, yeah, I can say this easy. Don't lose your trust in people, Sela. I can say this to you too, Atrocious. So what if you made a few mistakes? It's no reason to give up on your ideals. Somebody has to show people that there's a better path. Sela's expression brightens. Thank you, my friend. I needed that support. She sighs. Thanks for listening to my grumbling, and for helping me get to the bottom of this. I'm not going to leave things as they stand. If I get the chance, I'll track down Janna and see if I can talk some sense into her. And find out why Curl did what he did. I can't stop thinking about what Elon told me in the end. I really have become more powerful than paladins who are far more experienced and selfless than me. There's something not right about it. A servant of Iomedae should gain their powers through dedicated personal effort. It's the only way to make sure they'll use the power for good. Our journey so far, it's all wrong. And it means I need to be 3 times as hard on myself now. I've lost all hope in humanity. If that makes me a demon, I will gladly be a demon. That's... No. No need to be a demon. Just be a better human. Show the other humans that cause people to lose faith that there's a better way. As the song goes, demons are a girl's best friend.
Our path leads
Maybe? Oh, I wouldn't be able to tell you. It's a mystery. Have to go. Wait. I thought Erebeth was guarding the Shellen thing. Wait, what? I'm going to say, hey little one, they say you can do magic. An old silver-haired fighter sizes Ember up skeptically, apparently baffled to find such a young girl in the middle of the war. He's cradling his wounded arm, which has been hastily bandaged. Can you heal me?
Yes.
Of course. Ember whispers a spell and touches the bloody bandages. Thank you. That's so much better. The soldier rips off the blood-caked rags and strokes the healthy skin underneath them. How old are you? You're only a child. I have a granddaughter at home just like you. Oh, little girl, how did you end up here? What are you doing here in the thick of it with us? Ember gives a light-hearted smile. I'm just like you. I came to the thick so that the thick wouldn't come to the other kids, like your granddaughter. Well, I'll be. So little and yet more courage than some officers. The old man runs his rough hand over her hair, and she smiles at him again. The crow on her shoulder rubs its head on his hand like a cat. Talking to you takes a load off my mind. I reckon it's not just my arm you healed. The soldier leaves, shaking his head pensively. Ember waves happily, then turns around and notices you. Hi. You actually hesitated? What is going on in your couple? Oh, no, it's not that. It's the part where it's like demons are a girl's best friend part. It's like, well, I mean, it's complicated. Well, it's not complicated. I just don't want to say it out loud. Do they often come to you for help like this? It looks like your words really got to him. Or me. The demon's claws don't just rip up our bodies, but our souls too. Magic can heal cuts and broken bones, but the wounds that hurt most, they've not invented a spell for that. But you know, it's surprising. So many soldiers come to me. They say I bring them comfort, that I give them strength. But I don't do anything like that at all. I only talk to them nicely. I'm just a feather-brained little girl. What if what if something I say is wrong? Maybe I should keep quiet. But I can tell that my words make them feel better. I guess I'm confused. Don't second guess yourself. You're helping all of us. The soldiers, our companions, and me. You think so? I think I'm just wandering around saying silly things. She taps a scarred finger on her cheek and then breaks into a smile. Alright, it must be true if you say so. You hear that, lady? Your man is saying you're a demoness. Oh no, you said demons are a girl's best friend. It's like, okay, so this sounds bad, but a lot of girls that you'd want to be around are generally very kind and sweet and don't have much of a backbone and can get taken advantage of. So, if they're around someone that's a real demon, a real dick, an asshole, motherfucker who doesn't have any problems being the quote-unquote bad guy, it's usually better for them. The girl, I mean. So, yeah, I'd say you would have the right of it to say a demon would be a girl's best friend. Someone who's trying too hard to be nice won't really get shit done. So, yeah. And when you're able to be a dick without hesitation, it's like some people will look at you and consider you a demon. And that's why I can't really argue with the statement you made earlier. That's deep. I wouldn't call it deep. I mean, on the contrary, if a woman's a real bitch, then she doesn't need a demon. She's got the demon inside her already. The problem is when she's her own demon, then a lot of people will see that and say, you got this, you stick with it. And then they can be upset while they're all alone. Oh shit, they added this little thing that's in MMOs where you can add so you now have 10 different short hotkey bars for the price of one. Neat. I just noticed that. All that aside, I'm gonna call it for tonight. Alright. Everybody who was able to, thank you for joining in this playthrough of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Oh, shit. I don't really have much else to do. No one ever uses it. True. I might not use it either. First thing I gotta do is... Oh, right. We'll ask Sir Garm, how are things in camp? Iomedae be praised, everything's fine. We're well supplied, nobody's going hungry. And the sick? Well, you can't run a military campaign without somebody getting sick. But they aren't taking up any more beds than usual, except... The quartermaster looks at the mound of equipment bearing the signs of recent tinkering. We're having a little problem with our soldiers' gear. The army has a standard that dictates who gets what, except this standard is only good for fighting around Canabras. Needless to say, the conditions inside the Worldwound are completely different. The scouts have been complaining. The local vegetation is like razor blades, they say, and it's slashing the soles of their boots like ribbons. Their coats might protect them from the cold, but they're useless against acid snow or caustic mist. The scouts are missing plenty of vital gear. A coil of rope is a simple thing, but there's not even enough to go around. Can you imagine? How are they supposed to scale mountains with no rope? So I've been thinking, what if we issue them different equipment? The scouts at least. I'm afraid boots and ropes alone won't be enough. Put the scouts on horses and provide everything they need. Energy. Now that you mention it, the horses are faster and can carry plenty. I'll see to it, Commander. I'll immediately write to Canabras and ask for experienced mounted scouts. We're getting ourselves a cavalry. Alright, wait, what? It's better to have it and not use it than not have it and need it. I can see the use of changing your hotkeys depending on the situation, but otherwise you can get by quite easily without it. That's true. It's cute and all, but at the end of the day, this is a turn-based role-playing game. At least that's its intention. That's the intended purpose of the game, or like design anyway. You're gonna go through menus anyway. Let's see, sell the cold iron greatsword. Cold iron heavy flail, sell that. Let's see. What do we have here? The tyranny of the mind. Alright, so I do have everything here. I guess I'll just... yeah, I'll just sell this and call it a day. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I was giving the whole call off sign that I usually do. So again, as I was saying earlier, thank you to everyone who joined me on this run of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Hopefully I will see you in a little bit as I go back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Hope to see you then. And until then, please, take care. I mean, I'm going to get something to eat first, but then I'll go on to it. And close it right